Alright. I didn't want to do this. I said that in my freaking post. What's up, everyone? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger of God, the first child of God. I am the LILITH reincarnated. I had to think. I thought today was Wednesday. We're only on Tuesday. Today is a Mars day. We're in that action space and drive. It is Leo season. So tarot readers, you should be getting a bunch of the wands and the sun card. Just take a breath, everybody. I posted on my community page, I didn't even want to do this. I don't want to know what's going on outside of my own reality. I don't care. But my job is to find out what's going on and give you guys guidance. And myself, I suppose, if I plan on being part of reality, I need guidance too. Let's see here. What else did I post? Oh, I posted a video right now. It's like your spirit guides, something. A passed on loved person is passed on loved one is protecting you, and something. I started to listen to it, and I was like, uh-oh, Pac's out there. I told you guys Pac was out there. It's like they have a whole bunch of paranormal activity going on around them. I was like, dude, the spirit world is so real. Why do you think people freaking go and, do all that paranormal activity hunting and shit? They want to see it. They're curious about it. That shit is so fucking for real. I've had my own scary experiences. I woke up with something on top of me, and I couldn't get it off. Couldn't breathe, couldn't move. I woke up and something fucking was in my room to rip my clothes off. There's some shit out there, bro. So whatever it is what it is. Pray to God, I suppose. I mean, in essence, that's what I did. Gotta have some God on you. Trying to figure this out. Let's see here, because like last night we stopped on a kind of a funky moment. I'm still in that funky moment. Grass monkey, that funky. That's what I heard. I don't know where you guys are, bro. I really don't. Oh, that's what we were going to talk about. In that video, she said something, keywords. She said, you were guided by the divine to move on. That's the difference between me and you and me and everybody else. I hear my heart say it's time to move on. And I fight the battle of the mind, and I do what my heart says. You were guided. You know that this is no good for you. Your spirit has finally spoke and told you from your heart, I need to let this person, place, or thing go. I've got to do this for me. I've got to be brave and move on. Right? For most of you, no. You deny that all the time. You sit there, and we pulled it up in the Palladians last night about your karmic contracts. You make these promises that if they ever change, I'll give them another chance, or I'll wait until they get better, or I'll never, I'll never stop loving them. Okay. I said that, but I used to sit there and be like, God, Russ is never going to be anything but this pathetic fucking wasteball that, his mother produced out of her womb. The cursed seed from a cursed womb. He's never going to be anything. He didn't want me to look at him in that way. He wanted me to see God and not Russ. He wanted me to see what he could do, not what Russ could do, because Russ can't do shit. He's useless in his skin. But he wanted me to see him in the sense that I can fix this. Okay, God, go right ahead. But he also made me understand that, there's nothing to wait for. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. When I was fucking 19 years old, I knew that the love of my life that I'd been with for already 4 years was never going to change or be anything. And I had to move on. I'm 42 years old, and he fulfilled that entire fucking knowing. He never became anything or did anything. I knew then that I had no future with this fucking person. And this person because this person had no future. Do I regret that? No, but was it hard? It was my first love. It was the person that, raised me. It was extremely hard. But that's it. You know when it's time to go. If you honor your heart and instead you're just thinking, oh, I'll make this work. I was thinking about, nobody ever even pointed this out. I never even realized it. We were talking about, Russ's parents. They're completely not married, but are. They pretend to be a family, but they're not married. I can show you that they have separate addresses. Russ shows you that he's not part of the family. The father and mother are not together. So in the essence, it's like there's so many of these fake things, and that's just because you don't want to break your pride to go be free. It's really funny because this morning on Facebook I saw my cousin, and it could have been Buster, that they were talking about another love person. He had passed away, and his wife is remarried. She'd been married since, for 5 years now. She got remarried, probably a year or two after he died. She spent her whole life with this man and was still, she was ready to marry another. In the essence, it's you give yourself no chance to grow because of that. And that goes back to, thinking about people like Wolfman and all these fake tarot readers that keep you hoping and thinking and keep your energy focused on it. Let's see who's not talking to you. Let's talk about this person that, that you're so caught up in. Why? Why can't you just break free and go have a new relationship and a new experience? Why can't you learn from this? Ugh, 7 of Cups on the bottom. I'm doing a lot of shuffling because I had originally put these cards into order and by suits and shit, so I'm trying to break the order, put them back in the chaos and shit. That's why you hear this, and I'm doing a lot of talking. But, no. My heart said no. When my heart said yes, I went for it, and I fought the mind. When my heart said no, I fucking fought the mind. And that's what was killer, bro. God, why did you let me believe that this would work? He knew damn well that shit wasn't gonna work, but he made me fucking go after these men. Full force, bro. Full force. 100% unconditional love. Go get them. Show them my love, bro. Love them like you've never loved another human being in your life. And I did, each and every one of them. I never loved my husbands like that. Never loved a man like that. Never, ever. It was God who gave me the strength to be so loving, to be so open, to be so forgiving, compassionate, understanding, and passionate towards you. He made me fill me with all of these, only to get to the point where, all right, now it's time to go. Wait, what? I haven't even got a relationship. I didn't get nothing out of this. It didn't work. No, it did. No, what are you talking about? I'm single, bro. What the fuck are you talking about, God? What are you talking about, Kobe? No, bro, it was just practice. We needed you to learn how to love all different types of people. You needed to learn acceptance. You needed to learn forgiveness. You needed to break your boundaries and believe that you could be with any man. Any man. But understand that not any man can be with you. Fuck. Are you serious? That's what we've been doing for 2 years? I was never going to have a relationship with any of these? Nah, you knew that to begin with. I mean, I guess you're fucking right. I had to brainwash my head with hopes so that I could open my heart. Now, I didn't have to fucking brainwash myself with lies and close my heart. Opening it was what was necessary. And then the hard part is not closing it. Don't hate them. Don't be, as God said, love them with all your heart. Never stop loving them, but go and love another. If there was a message that my father could give me, as Lilith, if you could go back and tell Lilith what to do, what would you have told Lilith? Lilith, love him with all your heart. Never stop loving Adam. But go love another, my love. You're full of love. There's plenty to love. You do not have to focus on Adam. You do not have to stay with fucking Lucifer. You don't have to be with these men. Go love another, my love. You have too much love to give. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be his name. And that's really what it is. But you had to learn to keep loving after your heart hurt. After it never received anything back. How to just be open to loving all the time. To be the Shekinah, bro. To just give it. Just give it, because it feels so good to give. Just be in love all the time. Just be in love. Be loving. That's what it was all about. And for a very cut-off person that never received any type of love and didn't know how to give love and really was just rejecting of it, that's the miracle story behind it all. It's not about winning, not about getting a ring and a happy marriage and children. Always want that. You know what I mean? Always hope for the best. But don't worry about the win. You taking this adventure is going to be a win. You going out there and loving again is going to be a win. And then it gets to it, it's like, did you really want that from those particular men? I was driven by my heart's wants. I didn't see that this man couldn't be that man. It took lots of time for me to face that truth. I didn't understand it. Why can't you just be this guy? Why can't you just be honest, bro? Why is it so hard to be honest? Why can't you just deal with your feelings, bro? Why can't you just talk to me on a real level, bro? Why can't you just fucking be a real person, bro? It never made sense to me. But it doesn't have to. Some things you just can't understand. You just have to allow them as what they are. And when I say that, it's like, you look at all these men that all my twin flames, you're like, why couldn't they? Why didn't? It had nothing to do with me, bro. But I did in the beginning. I really thought there was something wrong with me. And I needed to fix me, and I needed to learn how to be what they needed. But it wasn't about that. It was realizing that they weren't what I needed. And that's that self-healing journey. You know what I mean? You go from a programming like me, you know what I mean, to being this faithful fucking bitch, this doormat, to, really reinstating yourself and learning all this shit. Those tarot love readers, they piss me off, bro. Because I'm not in that bullshit, bro. Like, I worked hard, but at the same time, those are long days and nights of me trying to pull away. Me trying to say no, me trying to accept that, no, this isn't going to work. I make it look easy, but it's not. Sometimes it is, but not when you have so much emotional investment to an outcome. I did everything to make it easier. Please, God, just make me stop loving them, wanting them. When you love somebody, you want them. Make me stop wanting them. Make me stop thinking about them. I couldn't make it. That was something, that's the blessing. And that's where I got my peace, is it was never supposed to go away. I was just, supposed to endure it. Like every other feeling. You pray to God and you ask Him to take your feelings away. He can't do that. He can only give you peace of mind so you can control those feelings. And that's what it is, this whole journey is about how to love yourself and my brother and all that bullshit. Now going into it, I'm like, don't send me back out there. Training for this, for years and shit, but at the same time, it's like, oh man, do you know how much I had to learn? I had to learn lifetimes of fucking unconditional love in 2 fucking years with fucking tons of fucking strangers called twin flames. I'm like, what? If Marshall wasn't my twin flame, then that would make me the scariest stand that ever existed. I just want to point that out. It would make me the scariest stand that ever existed if he wasn't my twin flame. That occurred to me last night, Marshall. I was thinking about that. So I can make a documentary about you. Wait, I got one coming. I was thinking about that. But like all of them, it's like I hated the connections until I realized how powerful they were and what they were doing for me. And then someone like Marshall looking back and seeing what they were doing for them, that this really is real. You know what I mean? Not just the psychic shit, you know what I mean? Being tuned in. And none of you are anymore. That's in the messages. They can't feel you anymore. They don't know they can't feel your energy. No, you can't. Because my energy's not just hanging out in the 3D anymore, available for anybody to tap into. In order to tap into my energy, you'd have to tap into your heart. That's where I am, in the deepest space of your heart, in the 10th dimension of your heart, before words come together. Really? Pretty much. Oh, and then in your dark spaces, of course, with all your regret and shame and, blame and all of that, then you'll see my face. Luckily, God puts it all on me, bro. Imagine if He made you feel regret for everything you did, shame for everything you did. He gives you this towards a person that forgives you. It makes it easier for you to deal with, bro. I don't think so. Anyways, let's see where your guys is, our guys is. Let's see what the energy is outside of me. Because this isn't mine, but I'm stepping into it. Ta-da! Oh. Hey. Oh. It's the King of Cups. Emotional maturity. But that is also a planet that we're looking at, so I need to grab that too. Yeah, I know, we're back to the quantum. I have to do what I'm told, bro. We're supposed to be learning the planets and shit. Why? Because it's the energy that's flowing through you buttholes. You're not in here. Come on, God, make this easy for me, because I don't want to do this. As you can see, I'm feeling a bit better, but every time one symptom goes away, I get a weirder one. Really? Yeah, every time. I'm like, is this really going to be 10 days of healing? Like, I'm in day 5 now, bro. Seriously? Yeah, it's been like 5 days that I've been healing. I wouldn't say sick, I'd say healing. Here we go. Nope, that's Dante. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. I mean, this one's... yeah. Okay. We're going to talk about Neptune. That's Neptune. It's probably the only planet that's still out there. We have a parade of planets coming in just a little bit of time. We have so much cosmic energy coming at us. Really? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It's going to fuck us up. Fuck it up. That's probably what's wrong with me. I'm already catching it all. See, as you can hear, though, it's coming out now. It's not just leaking out of my nose. It's coming out now. I'm coming up. Hold on, I'm looking for Neptune. Oh, fuck, I forgot I put all these in order, too. Well, at least I can find them. Neptune. Spark of genius and shit. Oh, shit, they want us in the Sabbath, too. Come on. See, this is why I don't want to be part of the collective. There's too much to know. Alright, God. Hold on, I'm looking for a book. Hold on. I really don't know what it is. What book am I looking for, God? I forgot. Oh, this one. It's right on top. Thanks, God. I love you. Why do I always talk to... Who else am I talking to? Who else is guiding me? Thanks, Jesus. Do you know when Jesus is talking? Hey, celebrating LILITH. That's not where we are. Why is this turned down? Did you know we're almost ready for a new book? Really? Yeah. This book only dates from Sahame to Maboon of 2025. So, we're ready for another one. Alright, new moon in Cancer? Nope. None of that. All these pages are turned down. I don't know why. Mercury retrograde and Leo season. Oh, okay, this is helpful. July 18th, that was like a couple days ago. Mercury goes retrograde until August 11th. Starting in Cancer season and ending in Leo season, this retrograde will likely see communications mishaps, relevant to ego and selfishness. Yeah, that would be all you guys with your egotistical ways and your selfishness, your inability to communicate properly. You're trying to come out so witty. During this time, be sure to make empowered decisions that allow you to radiate your light without snuffing out others. Oh yeah, we talked about this. Don't be putting people down to put yourself up. Am I guilty of that? No, I just keep you down. Way to go, Holy Spirit. The energy of the new moon in Leo on the 24th. That's in 2 days. 311 is vibrant, passionate, and full of creativity. Leo, being ruled by the sun, brings fiery and confident energy that encourages self-expression and individuality. I told you, let your freak flag fly. Where's that one? Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Honor your light. Let your light shine. Shine bright like a diamond. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Sorry, I'm not ready for this bitch-ass shit. I don't like certain people's energy. Like, I just don't. I don't want to even sing your songs. Get the fuck out of my energy, bitch. I ain't got time for you, bitch. You can always tell when I'm dealing with my ego. I say bitch a lot. Like, that's just... yeah. What's your problem with Rihanna? I don't know. I'll tell you later. I don't want that. I don't want to be in that bitch's energy. Fuck that bitch. Leo, ruled by the sun sign, this celestial event is an opportune time to tap into your inner courage and embrace your unique talents. Alright, going back to the tree of life. This is your solar plexus. If you notice, everything flows from your solar plexus. It is your sun sign. It's your God complex. Those people that do not have a strong sense of self, which right away I'm thinking Aries. Aries aren't too bright in Leo season. They're not too bright in Sagittarius. I don't know if they're bright in any time. Maybe in their own little goofy seasons. For whatever reason. But the rest of us, this comes down to shine, you know what I mean? Allow your light to shine. This is your solar plexus, bro. This is going to be a fucked up time where everybody and their little insecurities and shit come out and shit. Their over egotistical ways of, I'm the shit. No, that's that ego shit, bro. That's that God complex. Superiority or inferiority will come from there. and it holds you down, and you can't go any further than that. Do you see how all of the gates are through there? Through your sun sign? So, going back to it, if your sun sign, sun, moon, rising, shut up, you wish. People are like, I've got Sagittarius in my moon sign. It doesn't mean you're a Sagittarius. It means you're supposed to work on that, loser. Anyways, going back to your sun sign, if you're not honoring your actual astrological sign based on, what it is, then start there. Start there. Start working on your original sign before you start trying to, sign up for other planets. Just saying. You're still in your first house. Start with your first house. To harness the power of the energy of the new moon in Leo, consider performing a ritual or spell to boost confidence and creative self-expression. I don't know. I feel like we just did a new moon. Gosh. I know we did. I sat down and did it. Or was that full moon? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, that was full moon. Begin to find a quiet space where you can connect with your intentions. Light a candle in the color associated with Leo, such as gold or orange. And that's your solar plexus, orange, to symbolize the radiant energy of this sign. Take a moment to reflect on what areas of your life could benefit from increased confidence and self-assurance. That's what I mean. You're boosting your confidence, but then there's these overconfident assholes. They're so egotistical. I'm seeing Wolfman. He makes me disgusted, bro. He's testosterone. He probably shoots that shit in between his toes, bro. Like, he's a protein drinker and shit. He's all like, you know what I mean? Ugh. I don't like him. I don't like it, dude. I don't like that. Russ is the same way. These, you know what I mean? These fucking, See, I was fine until I got into collective. Write down your desires or goals on a piece of paper, focusing on how you want to shine brightly like the sun. What's your goal? To be like someone else? You're off to a great start. This is not honoring your individuality when you're trying to be someone else. There's nothing authentic about you dressing up like someone else, being a second-rate rapper to another rapper. Oh, I'm a rapper like every other rapper. Okay, sure. I'm an artist like everybody. What makes you a fucking artist, bro? What makes you anything? I'm another tarot reader. I'm another industry worker. I'm another working bee. You're just another one. You're not a queen bee. You're just another working bee. Not any of that, bro. For those of you that have lost your fucking sense of self, this is an extremely good time to ask yourself what you like to do. What sets you apart from everybody else? Not what you're good at that everybody else does. What do you do that nobody else does? Quiet, huh? Crickets. You spent your whole life trying to master other people's skills. What is your own skill that you could teach someone that nobody else knows but you? My daughter could teach me how to draw. She could teach me how to dance like nobody else dances. She could teach me things that nobody else does. She has complete, authentic individuality within her. She could do my makeup like nobody else does. She is authentic. She's not going to try to make me look like someone else. She's going to dress me up as something that nobody else has done or seen. She doesn't look at, what are they called, Maria? She's not listening to me. She doesn't look at tutorials of how to be like you. She might take that look and say, okay, I'm going to do something better with this. Oh, I want to dress like them. I want that full outfit. I want to wear that outfit and I want to look like them at the party. You're not being you. You're being them. You're trying to put on them. This is not the time. This is extremely what you need to be focusing on right now is your individuality. What sets you apart? I am so fucking different. The last thing, and I spent a lot of time trying to tone my differences down so that I could be more likable, more, approachable, more like other people. But it never worked for me. Being like you doesn't work for me. And being like me is all I can be. And if it, you know what I mean, it scares weak people, that's okay too. Because there's some really strong people that come up to me and they're just like me. Like attracts like. I like it like that. You're trying to be liked by people that they like. You're trying to dress like them, talk like them, and there's so many of you doppelgangers. You're trying to be me. You're trying to be me, and you're not me. You just want the fucking attention and the title that comes with being me. And all you're going to get is the karma and the shame of what comes with being a witch. You'll never be a priestess because you don't serve God. You come over here trying to be like me, trying to be spiritual, you're going straight into the dark night of the soul. And you don't have what I have to get you out of there, because you're not dark. You're pathetic. Be something true to yourself. Don't truly keep trying to be Kim Kardashian, fucking the next biggest rapper. You know what I mean? I want to be like this person. I want to be like... Hey, I shared that last night. Kobe. Ego. He said from the beginning, I'm better than Michael Jordan. Had he actually played him, who knows? But he told himself he was. He walked in that. I'm not going to be Michael Jackson. I'm better than Michael Jordan. I'm better than Michael Jordan. I'm better than Michael Jordan. I'm not the next Michael Jordan. I'm better than Michael Jordan. He told himself, and he trained himself, and he walked in that, I am better. And a bitch, I believe you. I believe. You made me a believer. I never watched him play. But in the essence, I mean, going down to it, let's put the spirits together. Wait till Jordan dies and we'll put them together and we'll see who really was. You took all that life experience, let's see what you could do with it now, guys. You spent your whole life playing ball. Go up there and play some ball. Entertain the divine with what you've learned here in time. He wasn't trying to be Michael Jordan. He was trying to be better. And he didn't like being in the shadow of it. It's like, like Morgan said about fucking Russ. What, you trying to be Eminem? You can't be Eminem. You can't do it like he does it. You can't just pretend to be that man. You can't put, and that goes to you, Allie. You can't be Russ. You can't just do what he does, putting songs out and copying him and copying him and copying him, and you're going to get his success. You're not him. What am I hearing? I think it's a Chris Brown song. She's Not You. Okay, whatever. I'm just saying, this is what this time is about. This is a whole season of you honoring your individuality. We're going to see the rest of you that don't. Oh, dress up. That lack all kinds of self-sense. As you visualize yourself embodying the qualities of Leo, recite affirmations that align with this energy. Repeat phrases such as, I am confident in my abilities. And that was Kobe. I'm better than Michael Jordan. I'm better than Michael Jordan. I'm better than Michael Jordan. In the beginning, I'm going to tell you a secret. It's not a secret. Some people know. Nicki Minaj had this verse challenge, right? She did this verses challenge, and I wrote a song to it. I made a video to it. Did you really? Oh yeah. I was an artist. I knew how to do it. Wrote the song, recorded the song, sent it to the videographer, made it a lyrical video, and it was a diss to Cardi B. And people were like, "Dude, you have no right to do that. She's a Grammy-winning songwriter, and you're gonna come out here and tell everyone that you're better than her." I stand on business. I'm better than you, bitch. I will outright you every day of the week, bitch. I don't act like a fool like that. I did nothing. I inspired that bitch to leave her dirty ass relationship and be better. You think I wasn't standing on business in 2018 when I said I could outright this bitch and I put her under the ground in the name of Nicki Minaj? But when Pac said no more Nicki, what happened? No more Nicki. I spent my whole life listening to West Coast rap, specifically fucking Snoop Dogg and all of that. Pac said no more, no more. Did it take some self-discipline, some training? Did I have to sacrifice something I loved, something that was part of me, those songs, that energy, that, I could put those songs on, remember when I was younger and stuff like that? Yeah, I had to sacrifice that. You're no longer in a Nicki Minaj fucking energy, bro. You no longer resonate with that bitch. You need to move on. Fair enough. And then we look at what kind of shit-ass energy she's in, and it's like, oh, that makes sense. And that's where I go back to this again. The Holy Spirit. You were guided away by the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit told me and Marshall to get the fuck away from Snoop and Dre. I was the only one that heard that. And I kept yelling at him, and when he didn't do it, God cut us off. Why? Are they bad people? No, it's time to move on. We don't need their voices in our back of our head no more. We don't need them. We're not in that mindset with them no more. Or at least I'm not. We need to hold on to that. And that was Pac. Without gay-ass Dre is what he said on that last track. I don't ask questions. I mean, I do, but at the same time, alright, I gotta do this. My spirit is telling me no, bro. My spirit said no. I listen to my spirit. It doesn't matter what you're saying. It doesn't matter how much I want this. That's what it means to have self-control, bro. To put your desires down and follow what your heart is saying is the right thing to do. To further enhance your ritual, to incorporate elements such as Leo's ruling element, fire. You may choose to safely burn the paper with your intentions in a fireproof dish or release it into a bonfire while visualizing your desires manifesting. Remember to express gratitude for the opportunity. Nana, get away from that trash. Ahead and close the ritual by extinguishing the candle while expressing gratitude for Leo's empowering energy. On 212. 212. Yeah, so we've got that coming on. And then they got all this summer solstices here. Yellow-faced bumblebee. That's so funny because I had all these bumblebees flying on me. I want busy bees. Ghost pie. Northern red belt. Feasts and treats. Herbed rice. That sounds good. For some reason I was thinking about fucking lime. That sounds good. Some lime rice. You ever made rice with lime on it? Oh my god, it's so good. Lots of butter. Fat girl. I'm telling you, dude, I am not giving up carbs. Cedar plank salmon. Well, I don't know. They told us to be putting cedar on us for protection. I ate some salmon a couple times. It was interesting. I don't want to do it again. Edible flower salad. What kind of flowers do you put in the salad that you eat? Pansies? You guys eat pansies? I feel like I'd look like an idiot out there eating flowers. I dare you to do it.
You can eat dandelions if you cook them.
I know. This is weird. Listen to this. Chive flowers when they are in season. Big, purple, pretty. I want to see you guys eating flowers, bro. I want to see this. Alright, what else do they got here? Crafts. Plant bookmarks. Okay. Ice dye t-shirt. I don't know. I'm dyeing t-shirts. Why am I in this? This is weird. Virgo begins August 22nd. I'm getting into the next season here. Celebrating Llamas, August 1st. The festival of llamas, known as Lugnasa, is a time to mark the waning summer and beginning of the harvest season. It's a time to give thanks for the abundance of the earth and honor the hard work of farmers and agricultural communities. It is a time to celebrate the first fruits of the harvest and express gratitude for nature's bountiful gifts. Mr. Plum taught me that they have different harvests, you know what I mean? And they have one more, I think it's in like October. It's their last harvest where they can get the last out of this year before everything gets frozen. It's pretty cool. I used to sit there and wonder, I'm like, you know, see these big ass farms, they used to travel all over, and I'm like, how do they live out there? Like, how do they make money? What do they do all day? I used to question shit like that. I always question the world. They're very busy. And a lot of their money comes from those fields. Obviously, it's far too much for them to eat, so they sell it back to the, manufacturing. They make the money. You know, they're their own little individual businesses. They weren't before. Not fully. And then they have to save all of this stuff, you know what I mean? All through the year, they're packing it and saving it during the winter time so that they have, food and resources during winter. It's pretty amazing. They taught me a lot about down there. We'll stop there. Full moon in Aquarius on August 9th. So by August 1st, we'll pull this up again. We're right around the corner. We haven't even read shit out of these cards yet. Just realized there's a bunch of cards in front of my face. July 29th and July 30th, there was a huge double meteor shower. And that's gonna send energy down to us, right? Then, I forgot what it is. August something or other. It'd have to be after the full moon. I think it's the 11th. 6/11 is the solar eclipse for 6 minutes. That's going to be intense because that's the full alignment of your divine masculine and the divine feminine. So imagine you're in full action and then your feelings come completely into it and darken all your actions. It's kind of how you have to look at it, right? You're in full ego and then here comes your feelings and now it's, you know what I mean? That's very Merkaba. That happens and then of course you have your full moon. We have all of this stuff. So yeah, again, I do all that ritual shit because I am a witch and I have to honor all that. But that's all. Why is all this happening? The 818 portal that's opening. They say it's the 808. Everybody thinks the Lions Gate is at 808. It's 818. I don't know why I'm the only person that knows that shit. But anyways, and it's astronomical. And that starts the Egyptian calendar, I think. I think it does. All right, let's go into this. I got cards and shit all over. Originally, we're right here. Current energy, King of Cups. I'm gonna read it. Oh, come on, God. Can I? Thanks. I thought I had to read it out of that one, but he said I could read it out of this one. I went to the Sun card, naturally. King of Cups is the highest level of your emotions, where you've mastered your cups, which is your emotions. It's extremely important. Lugnasa is the Princess of Cups, right? Lugnasa. So, by August 1st, by definition of the date, you should be in a Princess of Cups energy, right? You should. We'll see. We'll approach that when the time comes. And then, you know what I mean? This is it again, is reaping. The Queen of Cups, the Herfest. Is where you're reaping what you sow. Again, I don't have one of those. That's the only thing I don't have as far as magical tools. I think it's illegal. King of Cups. Cups represent emotion and unconscious mind. The King of Cups balances emotion and logic to manifest kindness, love, and compassion towards his fellow beings. Now I'm remembering we pulled the Knight of Cups. They're asking you for kindness. This is a time when you're supposed to be expressing kindness. You know, Morgan's baby daddy pissed her off first thing in the morning, dude. First thing in the morning. I was like, don't say that. That's just being mean. She's like, you're right. I was like, you're trying to hurt his feelings. Try to keep it kind. And then later she's like, I went all off on him. I was like, I bet you did. If you didn't stop the conversation where it was, then it was going to get worse. And he was poking at her. And so she was poking back, and that's where it is. It's like, you're triggered, and now you're going to, and he's triggered, and you guys are going to just keep pushing each other's buttons until you explode in your emotions. She was upset about his actions. So she told him about it, and he acted like he didn't know that that's what had happened, and he played all dumb to the fact that, you know, he disappointed her and her daughter. And he kept making jokes about it, and it just kept pushing her. It's like, I'm trying to get a point across, and you're not listening. You're deflecting, and you're pushing me. And then it gets to the point where you start saying kind of mean things. I see it a lot. I learn from it. At the same time, I get sick of it. I'm like, oh, God. I'm so glad. I'm so, you know. And that's really what it is your stories are no worse. You know what I mean? Well, it brought up my ex and my son's birthday. So what happened? Forgive me, Morgan. Sorry to tell your business. So her baby daddy shows up in the middle of the night last night and says he's got some shit for the baby, and he drops it off. She doesn't look at it. She's already, you know, asleep, comes and grabs it, and then she looks at it this morning. It's a bunch of weird shit that's not even for the baby. Used shit. She's like, there's a dress in there that's a woman's medium. Why did he bring that? And so she's upset, and she's like, would it have killed you to just get her something new? Like, and it reminded me of what happened with my kid, bro. We're in Oklahoma. Baby daddy he only wants my kids to show up so he can look like a powerful dad. He's coming, listen to this loser. It's his 32nd birthday. He's coming to Hugo, Oklahoma to spend it with his father, right? Loser. And he wants the kids to be there, but I asked the kids, and they don't want to be there. So he throws this big fit, and he says he's going to take me to court and tell the kids I got a room ready for him and all this bullshit, right? My son's birthday is at the end of the month on the 29th. He sends a package to his dad's house, and his dad brings it over on the 29th to my son. We open the package in front, and it's nothing but garbage, bro. It's leftover shit that they had from fucking, from Universal Studios. There's a pack of fucking men's medium underwear that are open. There's coffee cups. It's nothing, bro. It's garbage. He spent more sending that fucking package from, you know what I mean, from fucking his weak ass town to his dad than what was in the package, bro. I was so upset after all this time, bro. You couldn't even send him a gift card, you fucking cunt. Don't. So this is where I'm with you on this one, girl. And that's it. I'm sitting there with her first thing in the morning. I'm like, I've been through this. And I can't tell her how to act because that's how I felt. And it was so, you know what I mean, alarming. Again, this is what sent me into rage. He's sitting there flossing on Instagram. He's got thousands and thousands of dollars. He's showing off his new Camaro. He's showing off his girlfriend and his new kicks and everything, his new grill. And he can't do shit for my children, bro. I am losing it. I told her the whole story. I was like, bro, I was so angry. I was literally visualizing myself get in my car and rip his head out of the Carl's Jr. drive-thru and beat the shit out of him. I was like, I could see myself going to jail for this. I was filled with so much hatred, so much anger, so much revenge. I wanted to physically attack him. And I knew this was wrong, and I was just praying to God, get this off me, bro. Get this off me. Get it off me. And God wouldn't take it off me. My feelings were justified. It was my job not to act in those feelings, bro. I was so hurt by his disregard for my children and our situation that he could, you know what I mean? That I wanted to physically hurt this man, bro, for the disrespect he showed my children and me. It was in me, bro. I didn't act on it. It's okay to get angry, bro. It's not okay to act on it. And it is very difficult to walk yourself down, to talk yourself down and work yourself through it. And when it was all done, you know what I said? I was like, I don't want any of your filthy money. No matter where it came from, bro. Never. Never. You sold your soul, your divinity, literally your butthole. Because I know you're getting fucked by men. I know you are. Just didn't want to say it, bro. I know you are. I know they're fucking the shit out of you, bro. You sold your butthole for fucking the little things in life that you have. Nah, bro. Don't send your butthole juice, your fucking hemorrhoid juice over to my children. We don't want your AIDS. Confirmation. Emotions are real, and they're raw, and they're dangerous, bro. But you gotta learn to ride them. All of them. There's so many. You can't have a full experience without experiencing the ride. And the ride is the emotions that come with everything that's happening around you. And that's where it is. She said some mean shit. And I felt it, but I'm like, don't say that, bro. You're going to hurt his feelings. She was trying to hurt his feelings because he hurt hers. And I was trying to stop her from a lesson that I learned. But I can't. You're justified if you want to hurt his feelings because he hurt yours. But this isn't going to make either of you feel better. You're just going to keep sitting here hurting each other's feelings via text message. Taking shots at each other. He's not going to admit what he did was wrong. And you're not going to get across to him that it's wrong. So you just leave it alone. He doesn't think what he did was wrong. Because he doesn't think. I didn't tell her that, but I had to look at my own. Yeah, this is all triggering, bro. All triggering. All I did was go out to have a cigarette this morning. I walk into my own pains and sufferings being experienced through people around me. Yesterday it was, Tasha and her kidnapping. Before that, it was fucking Diana and her gay man. You know what I mean? They're all these people. God brings it. Your healing's coming at you, bro. Triggers are coming at you to reflect, dude, no matter what. That's what's out there is your healing, bro. People are going to make you dig deep into your own pain and suffering to find kindness. The king tells you that you need emotional maturity to deal with whatever life throws at you, exploring your feelings without being overwhelmed by them. And that's what happens. You get overwhelmed. So, like, example, when my car, this was the last big one that's hit me, right? It's my son's birthday. I've just, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make it his, I can only do so much. We're in the drive-thru to get him, you know what I mean, some Taco Bell, and my radiator blows. In that moment, it's natural in me to panic. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't have any money. I don't know how to fix my car. What am I going to do? I know nothing, and I don't know what I'm... That's my natural state of panic, is freak out. But I don't do that anymore. I still feel it, and I got to tell myself, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. God's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And again, if you go back to the story, you'll hear how a man pulled up next to me right away and said, it's going to be okay. And then another man came. It's going to be okay. And then the man in the drive-thru, it's going to be okay. That's all you need. Sometimes you need it from outside, but mostly you need it from inside. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. These are called tower moments. When something really big happens outside of your life and you panic. What am I going to do? And you go into your feelings. The feelings are raw and real, but you got to talk yourself down from them. Acknowledge why you're scared. You're very scared. I'm very scared right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm scared. I just spent all my money. It's my son's birthday. I feel like a failure. I don't know if I'm going to get home. I don't know what just broke. I've never seen anything like this. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Calm down. It's before you even get to that place. It's okay. I know you're scared. I know you're worried. It's going to be okay. God, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, God? Tell me what you're doing, because I'm scared. Tell me what to do, God. I'm scared. God's going to be like, you know, and that's it. Why did God do that? So he could keep me still for a whole month. I've been here for nearly a month now. But he also humbled me so that I could get some help. He humbled me for a lot of, you know, that happened for the betterment of my family. And again, it wasn't far from here. I was able to make it home and everything was fine. And I was able to, you know, everything's been okay. But in that moment, nah, bro. And those are those moments. They're tower moments. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Calm down. It's okay. I know you're scared. Tell yourself, I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, okay. That's that inner nurturer. Talk to yourself. Talk yourself through this. It's going to be okay. Guys, I've lived my whole life by myself. I've been scared a lot. And I got to tell myself it'll be okay. I got to push myself. I got to be brave. There's nobody outside of me. My kids, a little bit. Then they're pretty brave. These little warriors, when they see me panicking, they'll tell me it's okay, Mom. They'll see when I'm going to panic, bro. Usually it's like my wallet or something. Where's my wallet? It's okay, Mom. It's okay. It's okay. And that's where sometimes it comes from. Yeah, sometimes it comes. And that's just my panic reflex. I say it all the time. People think I'm so brave. No, I'm fucking scared out of my mind. I just push myself, bro. I push it. I push myself through those fears, bro. When that tire broke in fucking in where were we? I think we were in Nevada by then. In the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I was so scared. And when that car started approaching me, I was so scared. When I got to tell people my true feelings, I'm so scared. When I had to quit my job, I'm so scared. I just have to be strong. It doesn't mean that my feelings aren't there. It's that I have to overcome them. They're still very there, bro. What makes me the master is allowing them to be. Not repressing them, but not getting killed by them. Just allowing my emotions to be. That's what makes me the master. Mastering of the emotions. The emotions come from the mind. Your mind sends out, you know what I mean, waves into your body that makes your body feel. So the master is allowing my emotions gives me a chance to work with the mind. You know what I mean? And then I can calm the waters. They're just waters inside of you that rise. But they rise from the mind. So know where they're coming from. Why am I acting like this? And that's where you catch yourself. I'm acting different. What's wrong with me? Talk to yourself. Pull yourself aside. What's wrong with me? Why am I acting like this? I'm being a bitch right now. Why am I being like this? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I being short with people? What's wrong with me? Why am I triggered? Ask yourself the important questions before somebody comes up and asks you, what's wrong with you? Okay? Be considerate and empathetic towards others. You might be called upon to lend a shoulder to cry on or give good advice to a friend. This is a time when you might want to pursue a healing path or work for a charitable cause. That's why people come to me. Because they know I can make them feel better about their situation. I can give them peace. I can give them hope. I can give them faith and direction. Where no matter what, I'm going to go talk to her. She'll make me feel. She'll make me see the truth in this. She'll make me feel better about this. Why? Because mostly whatever you're going through, God's already put me through. And if I don't have the answers, I go to Him. I don't have the answers. I'll tell you what I think, and I'll say, but my spirit. I'm going to have a little bit of opinion about what you say. But my opinion, I'm going to tell you, that's just what I think, but that's not what my spirit says. Always. You'll hear it in my conversation. This is what I think, but that's not what my spirit says. Me and my spirit don't always align. And that's because it's the Spirit of God. You know what I mean? I can jump to conclusions, but God's the truth. Right? The King of Cups can represent a man in your life. He is sensitive and... I don't know who this is. I'm going to say it's me again. I am sensitive and kind, diplomatic, helpful, and generous. A kind person that you would want near you in a crisis. As a boss, I will care for my employees and have them all working harmoniously towards the common goal. As a priest, I will show genuine compassion and support. As a doctor, I will listen to my patients and actually care about healing them. However, I could equally be a musician, poet, mediator, diplomat, counselor, psychologist, spiritual teacher, or just a family friend, mother or grandmother, says father. As a partner, I am loving, loyal, romantic, protective, and a strong family woman who likes to spend time with my loved ones and friends. I mean, it's not like I want to do anything outside of us. What are we doing? Want to do something? In essence, I'm not doing anything outside of loved ones and friends. Anyways, the reverse says, you don't know what to think or how to feel about a relationship. Yeah, that's all in the twin flame stuff. You're going to have to give into love. I can't help you. I can't tell you how to act in this. I know that if you approach me, I'm supposed to return kindness. I'm supposed to be kind and forgiving. I know my part. I'm not going to tell you as far as you twin flames. The only way you get out of this is this: breaking your pride and opening your heart up to love. It's going to be twice as hard as it was for you than it was for me. Why? Because you've done so much more damage since this. That means you got to work through all that damage before you can just open up. That's for all of you. Your emotions are all over the place. 1 minute up, next minute down. Yep. Perhaps you have found yourself in a demanding liaison where someone is physically or emotionally dependent on you and feel overwhelmed or trapped. Be careful that your actions do not foster your partner's weaknesses, because this is not a kindness. We spoke about this all last night. Your karmic contracts. How you were contracted to, they keep you unhealed and you keep them unhealed. I'm seeing Russ and Jonica. Perfect fucking example. Oh, God. Move on. Be careful that take responsibility for your own situation and your own emotional state. Oh, you made me feel this way. No, they didn't. Take ownership of your own feelings. These are your feelings. I didn't make you feel this way. The words I said made you, went through your brain and acted like this. Now, in essence, sometimes, we take shots. I meant to hurt you. But you're just over there playing victim to everything I say. King of Cups reverse could be a person in your life, or it could be you. You are emotionally controlling, moody, and vindictive. When you don't get your own way, making you feel as though it is your fault rather than his. Alternatively, he could be a once kind and loving man whose problems have overwhelmed him to the extent that he is trying to escape them by using alcohol, drugs, or fantasy. Do you think Wolfman was a kind man before he became this egotistical bastard? Do you think he was a nice guy before he went into the military? I don't think so. Where'd that come from, your father? Abuse? Where did that come from? That you're such an asshole. You're not kind with your women. You're controlling, dominating, all of that. You call the shots. You say where you go to eat. You tell they're passive to you. Where did you get that from? That's not loving. That's not. I wouldn't go for that. I don't know. I've noticed that through this whole journey, I'm far more attracted to the water than the fire. You have to have willpower, but without emotions, it doesn't matter. You're just pushing your body. Truthfully. Without a heart? I don't know. Anyways, let's read it out of there, because it all has to come together and make sense. Where the fuck is the guidebook gone? Oh, okay. King of Cups, where do we turn to? The Empress. Sounds good. I'm going to read it out of this one. World, universe. I'm going to read it from the beginning. Hey, this makes it so much easier. Why can't I just read it like this? Knight. King. Neptune. The King of Cups represents an ability to manage and contain powerful emotions without being overwhelmed by them. What feelings are you being challenged to control? I don't know. Irritation? Bothered? I'm not really. I sat and had a fucking 15-minute talk with the little girl. She was just talking my ear off. We talked about everything. You know what, dude? She said, fucking smart-ass little girl. She said, something's wrong with my car, too. And I was like, what's wrong? She's like, well, I'm not an engineer, but... Who taught you that word? I was like, really? She's like, I'm not an engineer, but... I'm like, jeez. So smart. Yeah, she was just down there. I can't have a cigarette without somebody coming and telling me, you know, their life story and shit. She said something that I didn't like. But she's like, but it's okay with me. I was like, you getting ready for school? School starts next month in a couple days or so. She's like, yeah, no. My mom says that we gotta wait till we move to our new house or till I move to my friend's house. She doesn't want me to go to school while I'm in the shelter. And I'm okay with that. Who's her mom?
Huh?
The ones that sit on the porch every day that I told you? Her dad would be the handicapped man that I got into it with. Apparently, they're not going to school. Because of her mom's choice. Why did she choose that? I don't know. But at the same time, who am I to say anything? God told me to keep my kids out all last year. I mean, I didn't listen to him. I kept trying to put him in. I didn't accept it. I did not accept that God said not to do this. I couldn't accept it, bro. I felt like a shit parent. I felt like if I could just do that... Man, my ears are stuffed up bad. Hold on. Ears, eyes, and throat. So as far as the emotions I'm trying to balance, I'm just kind of irritable, but I think that's because of my personal body. My body's irritating me. I can't keep my head cleaned up. I can't keep my energy up. You know, I keep getting these weird symptoms. Everything's bothering me. So it's not necessarily humans at this time. It's my own feelings. My own body is bothering me. I'm not a sick person, dude. I don't get sick. So being like this, I don't like this. I hate sitting, you know, feeling helpless and, you know, so being stuck in the bed like that. Thank God for Netflix. I've watched some great shit. I was starting the Tylenol murders. It's a documentary on Netflix about the Tylenol fucking epidemic or something. I was like, that's interesting. It was cyanide, dude. I got to a point where this guy was like, I don't know, I'd found the guy. I've watched all kinds. I love watching documentaries, bro. But anyways, what emotion? Just irritation. That and these love stories, you're irritating the shit out of me, bro. They're all the same. They feel bad and they want to come and make a... I've been listening... I told you this, Wolfman, back in October. Oh, they're in love with you and they don't know how to take action. I've been listening to this for fucking 2.5 years. I'm so tired of tarot. It's the same fucking nonsense. Some bunk-ass masculine energy that doesn't have the willpower to face their emotions. I've spent 3 years dealing with my particular bunk-ass masculines, trying to get them to face their emotions. 3 years later, they're still not facing them and moving in them. You can see why I'm a bit irritated. I don't even want to marry you no more. I don't want shit from you. Let's just get this on, bro. Fucking get your healing on so this can be done. I don't want any of that from you, bro. Jesus, God put it in my heart, and then I pulled that shit out of my mind. Like, for real, pull it out my ass. You don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about committing to me. Commit to yourself. Commit to a fucking mental institution if you can. Like, seriously. I'm not looking for a commitment. Not from you. You're impossible. You have commitment issues, all of you. You can't commit to anything. You don't have that determination, that go power, bro. It has nothing to do with a relationship. You're not committed to life. They need to commit you into a fucking mental institution for at least 72 hours. I'm serious. Most of you need to have a fucking... I'm dead ass, bro. When I started this, I went and got a mental evaluation. You need to go see what you're standing and working with, bro. And get you a fucking therapist to start this journey. I mean, no disrespect, bro. When you start opening up your mind and emotions, you're gonna need some support. I'm here, but I'm not here for, you know what I mean, to make you feel good while you're at work. I'm here to, you know what I mean, to check on you while you're in bed, dealing with yourself. I'm not here to, you know what I mean, to wrap you up and send you back into the world knowing that it's going to destroy you. Nuh-uh. I'm here to fucking do the bed checks. Make sure you're still in bed taking care of yourself. Make sure you got everything you need. You know, wipe the tears off and say, you know, it's going to be good. I'll see you for breakfast. Some of that type shit. Not this shit. Not that type shit. Alright, so going back to Neptune. This is the energy, magic, imagination, illusions. I told you I saw the 7 of Cups right away. Oh, no. Jupiter? Nope, we're not there yet. Saturn? Ugh. Ioannis. Alright. You are a master magician. Did I not pull out the magician card yesterday? Did he not? And that's what it is. You don't even know. I heard Enoch. Alright, Metatron. Fucking Wolfman, I didn't watch it. I won't watch you. Once I hear you're lying, I'm done. I don't want to hear this. You're full of shit. In the first 4 cards, he pulled out the magician, the judgment, the Queen of Swords, and the devil. And he's like, oh, I see you're manifesting reconciliation. What the fuck? Hey, tarot readers, what the fuck is that? Those are the 4 cards he pulled, and he said that we're manifesting reconciliation by judgment, Queen of Swords, and the devil. I'm pretty sure he was going to go on to say that I'm obsessed about somebody. Judgment means I want justice. Queen of Swords is I'm not fucking around anymore. The devil is you're going to face your own fucking darknesses. The fuck is wrong with you, bro? You don't know how to read those cards. Anyways, idiot. I'm serious, go watch. That was the Sagittarius. And I pulled the Magician yesterday. And that's it. It's like, we pull the same cards. We don't get the same messages. Because yours are coming through your ego. Mine are coming from God. Idiots. Alright. I am a master magician. When Neptune card shows up in an oracle reading, the universe wants to remind you of your natural superpower. Take time to dive into your spiritual alchemy and manifestation practices. What am I manifesting? Marshall. Why? Why not? I'll give him all my energy. It's worth it. Until God says go manifest someone else. I don't think he's going to. What do you want your life to look like? I don't know. What do you guys want your life to look like? It's not what I want. It's what it aligns with what God wants. I see what God wants my life to look like, so I go towards that vision. What do you want your creative vision to embody? Here comes Jonica. I want to write songs like, I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. I want to sound like you. I'm so inspired by you. Fucking pathetic ass cunt. I can't stand her. You sleep with that bitch? Looking back, I was like, you sleep with that bitch? You guys be sleeping together with it? This is where you lay your head? Oh god. No individuality. Aries have none. Or at least those ones don't. What do you want your creative vision to embody? Paint it, write it, act it out, make a vision board. I already did that. Remember, Marshall? I made a vision board about this years ago. In any way, set intentions for your reality. When we work with our imagination, we're at the same place. This is what I've told him since the beginning. Paul can't handle me. He might have been able to handle you, but he's not going to be able to handle me. He can't manage me. He cannot manage me. That's like God. Yeah, you're going to try to be God. You're going to manage Lilith? Okay, sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. The Apostle Paul. When we work with our imagination and treat fantasy as reality, the universe can pick up on exactly what we want and create synchronicities to make it happen. What are you laughing about? In the essence, even if he didn't want it, the universe is going to pull him to me. Why? Because I want it. And you can't stop my wants and desires, especially when they align with what's supposed to be right. That's what I said. If I wanted Bobby, I could have had him. I just didn't want him. I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it. If I wanted Russ on that mountain, I could have had him. I didn't want him. And that's what she said. Let's be honest. You don't want any of them. I don't. I never really did. Because if I did, I would have had you. I would have had you. That's what you don't understand. There's never been anything that I haven't had that I wanted, that I truly wanted. As the fucking Sagittarius, I go with full intention. Then I lose my desire along the way. And I go and shoot another arrow. Is that the King of Wands? The Knight of Wands over there? A little bit. I've been working on it. So I had to sit on that. What do you really want? I want what I already got. To be honest, I don't. I'm cool with what I have. And I keep my standard high. And I'll only get what I want. That's it. In the essence. We worked with our imagination tree fantasy. Neptune's cosmically thins the veil between natural and supernatural worlds, so you can channel your visions into reality through your imagination. In astrology, Neptune is the planet of illusions, dreams, and spiritual unknown, psychic abilities, creativity, deceit, and seclusion. 7 of Cups. As Neptune moves through the sky, it connects with the other planets, creating fantasy, bending reality, and can cause what we deemed once solid in our lives to dissolve. Yeah, this was real until it's no longer. Neptune in Roman mythology, Poseidon in ancient Greece. Hey, did you rate me? Was that you? Was the god of the sea, complete with all his powerful trident. Neptune is the modern planetary ruler of the spiritual water sign of Pisces. It is a generational planet. People around the same age share the same Neptune placement, making its transit a collective experience. Your Neptune sign can tell you how to channel magic and your imagination in this lifetime. And it can also provide shadow work around self-sacrifice and addiction. We are so talking about that. Queen Maeve and all your addictions. This is going to be a new level. We never really talked about addictions. We're going deep into addictions. And that's a part of patterning, programming, and patterning. But that's what it is. I want this, but I'm going to deny myself this because I know that this is no good for me. Self-sacrifice to the things you're addicted to. Find your Neptune placement in your birth chart and match it to the following list. Okay. Well, for people like me, from 1984... Nope, that's not me. From 1970 to 1984, how do we manifest rebellious beliefs? We believe it, and then we achieve it. We don't believe like you believe. What about the rest of you? You need structured vision. You need to put all the pieces together from 84 to 98. 98 to 2012, your guys' manifestational powers come through humanitarian service. Helping other people is how you'll manifest greatness. 2011 to 2026, you just need your imagination. That sounds cool. It's like my son. If he can think it, he can make it. That's cool. For older peoples, my elders, 42 to 57, you need cooperative magic. That means you need to learn how to use the craft. This is for you. You don't have the... Sorry. I'm not going to say that. You need to learn the craft that I teach you. Simplistic things of the ritual craft. Neptune and Scorpio from 56 to 70. Transformative creativity. Forms of creativity is how you manifest, which would be down to your vision boards and shit like that. You have to, the structured visions for the 84 to 98, those are our 30s, our dirty 30s peoples. You guys need to put all the pieces together to see it. You need to put the pieces together, walk in the pieces. Someone like me, we just gotta believe in it. And that's Neptune and Sagittarius. I told you, a lot of mine is in Sagittarius, which is just rebellion. To be honest, adventure and rebellion. Most of my chart is being rebellious in all of these areas, and being free in it. Now, we'll go back to Leo season, and we're going to leave this. This is already an hour, and we didn't get any further. Lilith? No, Leo. Lilith. Let's see. Express your authentic light and release the need for others' approval. They don't have to agree with what you're doing. They don't have to agree with what you're eating. They don't have to agree with how you dress, what fucking car you make, and where you're going tonight. They do not have to agree with your decisions. Oh, you're going to spend the night with that guy? Yeah. And then I'm going to leave in the middle of the night and go call into some other guy's bed. I'm not having sex with any of them. You got something to say? I just want to cuddle. I want a nice warm body. Get away from me. I don't care what you think. You don't need people's approval to make decisions. If you're making decisions based on if they're going to like you, you're never going to like your life. They're not going to like you being spontaneous, adventurous, making decisions for yourself that they could never make. It's in their genetic makeup that they could never think of this, and they could never break the rules to do such things. They could never. The opportunity to share your gifts with the world is here. The question is, are you ready for this moment? Self-sabotage can come up, smothering this fiery expression. This oracle card is asking you to deflect the judgment you may receive from others. Power struggles around your spotlight can also come up. When you're being yourself, then everybody wants to attack you and tries to dress up like you and tell you you're not good. When you're being everyone else, you don't have to worry about any of this. When you're going to your, I'm seeing, uniformed schools, when everybody's dressed the same and they're eating the same and they're talking the same, you don't stand out. But when you're like me and you stand out, then you're getting people's opinions. You're getting their hate. You're getting their negativity. Where is it coming from? A place of insecurity. I wish I could do that. I wish I was like her. I wish I could do that. But that's not what's coming out of your mouth. I hate her. Why does she do that? How could she do that? What's wrong with her? Hey, stop projecting. You want to come over and have fun? You want to take your shoes off and go sit in the grass with me? Smoke a joint? Talk to God? Have a cry? Empower yourself or something? Then shut up and get to work. Bend over. Change the baby's diaper, clean the bathtub, and wait to give him a blowjob when he gets home. Don't hate me, because you ain't me. Go eat him. You're ugly. I mean, only by nature. Leo represents the child, symbolizing the royal lion ruled by the bright and energetic sun. When Black Moon Lilith is in Leo, your self-expression and identity are powerful, but you can experience backlash or jealousy from others. I don't give a shit. Oh, I wish I was like her. Then, just be like you. Stop being so fucking jealous that God made me different than you. Because you can't be different. Be different, bitch. You go to the same stores. You gotta dress like everyone else. You gotta do what everyone else does. You want to fit in. Then you see someone like me that doesn't, and you want to be mad about us. I don't give a shit. Like Kobe said last night, care? Oh, you mad because I don't want to drink with you? Oh, you mad because I don't do what you do? Be mad. Be mad. I don't care. I don't gotta be like you to be me. Not being like you makes me better than you. How you like that now? How did Kobe be better than everyone else? By not being like them. By just being him. He became better than everybody else. He wasn't trying to be Michael fucking Jordan. He was trying to be Kobe Bryant. He was trying to believe in himself and put that into himself to be bigger. He wasn't Ali trying to be Russ. He wasn't fucking Mike Stud trying to be Russ. He wasn't Russ trying to be fucking every other fucking rapper. He wasn't Russ's girlfriend trying to be every other fucking celebrity. He was him. And he was going to work on the skills that he had and the dream that he had and be him. Be you. Sorry. Get out of my face with that fucking doppelganger bullshit. Anyways. Love you. Healing your inner child is powerful for this Lilith placement. Marilyn Monroe, the Black Moon Lilith rising in Leo, was a child bride, married at age 16 before she was discovered. Allow yourself to release the judgment of others and identify your creative truth. They deemed her a whore. They deemed her a fucking a piece of shit because she couldn't make a marriage work. Bro, she became a goddess by not settling for that stupid marriage and that stupid lifestyle. She refused to be an Eve, and she became the most powerful Lilith. She had all the men, anyone she wanted, because she rejected the one that God chose her for her. Know that, ladies. There's another one. God's got something better up his sleeve. For you men, nah. Nope. Nah, he doesn't do that for you. Why? Because you take advantage of the first one he gives you. You don't love and honor the first one, so he's definitely not going to give you a second one. Why does he give us so much men? Because we love them, and they treated us like shit. So we go and we love them, and we love them, and we love them. That's why we have the ability to love another, because we're built of it. You can't even love the one you got. Anyways, allow yourself to release any judgment of others. Indulge yourself in hobbies or creative endeavors that fuel your fire. The way to heal this shadow of self-suppression is to release the need for external validation from others. Perfect example. So, Russ's black girlfriend, who does not wash her hair too often or replace it as much as she should, wraps it up in... I told her this in the same. Don't you got a silk wrap? Don't you wrap your hair? Why does it look like that? Why you look like a bush girl? I know he pays for you to look better than this. So I make this whole thing. And then they come out with fucking scarves. And now he's out there, you know what I mean, pretending like this is a look. Like he designed this look. He said, my girl put it on it. You mean the black girl that has to wrap her hair at night because it's fake? So you're trying to be like a black person? Why don't you get a do-rag like a normal dude? A rapper like you are? And in essence, you don't even understand what it's there for. It's supposed to keep it smooth, bro. And then you have your dirty ass, filthy ass. You look like a fucking pirate out here. You think you're authentic, but you're just stealing. from cultures that has nothing to do with Sicilians. Unless you're a pirate on the fucking Great Sea, Sicilians don't do that. But you're not Sicilian. You're a wannabe rapper from Atlanta, dating a black girl, trying to live, be a rapper and a ghost. Who are you, bro? Who are you truly? You had to get you a McLaren. Because what? Because they all have one. You had to get yourself... Like, what? What? Who are you? Who created this disgustingness that you guys walk around with this profile that I'm this? Marshall, are you only Eminem? You're that weirdo that's on stage all the time? You're the psycho rapper, the angry rapper, the hater rapper? Or are you more than that? Is there a part of you that's going to come out that we're going to see? Oh yeah, there is. There's more to Marshall Mathers than Eminem and Slim Shady, as everyone's beginning to find out. Is there anything more to Lewis Hamilton? Royce the 5'9", are you about done? You ready to put that foot in that grave? This is all you came to be? Is another rapper? You're not separate from Detroit rappers. You're another one, and you're not as good as the white one. How could you possibly make a name for yourself in that state when he already put his name all over it? Going back to you, Big Sean, you're just another one. Rapping about the same shit, about the same streets, the same views, the same bullshit, bro. You grew up and wanted to be a rapper like everybody else. Not a poet, not a writer, not a fucking nothing, bro. What? And that's Kanye's kids. You make your fat teenage daughter a fuck. It's so funny. It's just like her auntie. You put your fat teenage daughter out there as a singer and a model. She can't have her own identity. She's got to be like mommy and daddy. She can't be something else. She has to be what you guys want. Just like Nicholas Hamilton. He couldn't be something else. You had to put him in a fucking race car. Even with his disabilities. He looked up to his brother because his brother was a winner. You couldn't inspire him to be anything else, like the Mannings or the Kardashians. They can't be individual. They all got to be like him. Oh, God. All I see outside is everybody trying to be like somebody else. And the people that they're trying to be like are pathetic. I said this yesterday. You want the question, well, who am I then? You're not going to know who you really are until you know your feelings. Your real identity is hidden in those feelings. When you start to feel, you start to discover who you are. It's not really the memories. I'm not Lisa based on, her experiences. Lisa was all kinds of things, bro. All kinds of things. But that's just a part of the life I lived. I'm not any of those things anymore. I had to, go through all different levels of experiences in life to discover who I really am. But during those things, those were who I really was during that period of time. I was trying to be all those things. I was trying to be a manager of that business. I was trying to be a singer and songwriter. I was trying to be things. Not because of who you were, but because this is what I wanted in my life. These were my dreams. What I wanted to accomplish. I didn't go out and be like, I want to be like them. I have yet to see someone other, that I look up to, like, I want to be like that person. I want to be like him. Kindness. Unbelievable kindness to people's hatred and bullshit. Unbelievable understanding to disgusting people. Unbelievable forgiveness to disgusting people. Unbelievable love and giving to disgusting people. I gotta be like him, because all that's out there is disgusting people, bro. Disgusting. They're tainted from the inside out, from their thoughts to their heart, to their actions. And it's passed on to their children, from their parents, their grandparents, their cousins. They're all disgusting, cursed, with a wicked heart and wicked thoughts. I've how to conquer and destroy others to get what they want out of this world. Honor what you are. I'm a freak. I'm a whole spiritual fucking divine freak. I am a witch, and I honor that every day. You know what I mean? But I'm not like any other fucking witch, and I didn't become a witch trying to be just because I thought witches were cool. I'm a high priestess, and part of that is being a witch. How did I become a high priestess? I always was. A high priestess is doing that work. Is a missionary of God, ultimately. And then the ability to go in between with God. There's nobody that does what I do. Not never. There might be people eventually that I can get, you know what I mean, connected to the divine where they can have conversations with Christ, Melchizedek, Buddha, Vishnu, you know, the gods, and eventually maybe they'll come to you and have conversations with you. When you get to that type of mentality, they're not, you can't hear them, you can't see them. You know, here comes Pac, a million pairs of eyes, looking hard, but won't realize that you will never see him. But he is fully living. He's a fully living entity in all of our lives, but you can't see him. No more than you can see your own beloved. No more than you can see Christ. Those of the prideful will fall and will not inherit the kingdom of God. You can't see the spirit world because you're all of the flesh. This video started with, I was guided by the spirit away. That's your heart. Start listening to your heart. This is all about honoring your emotions. It all comes from that. Your illusions and deceptions as well. Are you being driven by the madness of your mind, or are you driven by your heart? Are you driven by the desires of your mind, or by the fucking drive of your heart to go after something that you're afraid of? The difference is your mind is all fucking sure of it and can get it. Your heart is asking you to do something that you've never went after in your life and you are scared of. Your heart. You can't go without your fucking solar plexus. As scared as I am, it has to be my drive that pushes me past these fears. And it's my heart that's telling me to do the right thing, even though my mind's telling me no. But my body, which is your feelings, are telling you got to do this. Self-discipline over that mind. Self-discipline to do what's right by your heart is what's being called. Hey, love yous. Laters. Bye.